bring on our last guest. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to preface her for a second before I bring her on. I'm going to be like a little bit transparent here. Sheila, who we're going to bring on in a second, has kind of stayed in the woodworks. I don't know. I haven't seen her openly super like in All Stars very much. Okay. So she joined a while ago, but I haven't seen a lot of Sheila. Right. So when I was doing my lives and I'm seeing comments from Sheila saying things like, yeah, I've followed Joy since, 2011. She'll have to clarify if that was the right year or not. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is why we're doing what we're doing. Because, like I'm still doing this day after day, guys. Right? I'm still here. When I was posting on my blog back in 2009, not knowing if anybody was reading my blog, but just feeling like I had to post, get it out of me. Okay. I showed up every day to do that. Right. And thankfully, over time, those boomerangs that I sent out back in 2009, 2010, 11, all these people who've been that boomerang circled the world like 20 gazillion times over the last 11 years or however many. Right. And then finally came back, because sometimes it takes a little bit of time for the person to be at that pressure. And let me give you a quick analogy here, friends. Imagine you're cooking popcorn, right? So you're cooking popcorn, okay? And let's pretend that you are doing it on the stove. So there's actually oil there. I know like none of us do that probably. I don't know. I don't, but typically you put in the microwave, right? And there's like butter and oil and stuff in there but it's easier if you just picture it on the stove. Okay. So anyways, you put some oil in the pan, you turn on the heat, you stick your corn kernels in there. That's how you would pop popcorn to popcorn. Anyways, here's the thing though. Does everything pop at the same time? Does all of a sudden, like at the certain temperature, those kernels that were flat, do they all just go boom? And you got this giant ball of popcorn all at once in a second? Yes or no in the comments? No, they don't. If you're doing the microwave, you got to listen to the pop because you got the first poppers. Okay. And then you got to listen for the scragglers, the ones that, it took a while for them to pop. And then you got the ones who are like, oh, wait, is there any more? Is there any more? Is that the pop? And then, oh, pop, the very last one, right? You all will pop at your own time. Okay. But you have to be in the right environment to pop. Clear? The environment is Preschool All Stars. If you go back out into the world, if you go back into the free group, here you are, and you're blind leading the blind. There's no pressure. You're not raising the stakes. You're not investing in yourself. You are not on it's kind of a bad analogy. You're like over, heat and stuff. But the truth is we have to get out of our comfort zone. That dial has to get turned up. We have to turn up the heat a bit. Okay, to get us under pressure a little bit. The challenge made you feel under pressure a little bit. Sheila, I'm bringing you on, girl. I'm bringing you on. So it puts you a little bit under pressure because you were just stuck in your fear. Okay, that's my goal. Turn up the heat a little bit, get that pressure, make you work through your fear. That's where the good stuff happens. So I want to bring on my amazing friend, Sheila. Here we go, girl. I'm bringing you on. Hi, lady. How are you? Oh, let's see.
Good evening, ladies.
Hi.
It's 8:00 here. Hi,
okay,
I'm
good.
nervous.
So you Pacific Coast. Good. I was worried. I was like, oh no. Well, friend, I'm so glad you're here. I saw you in the comments. I was like, oh yes, you're going to be on. I have to have you on. You're the perfect person to close out this this beautiful session that we had with all of our all-stars. So could we please, let's hear your story. Where did you find me? Tell us what year, where you were at. Where did you circle around and find me?
Well, I think when that was 2011, because only recently I checked that it's 2011. I checked my email, and the earliest one, Joy Anderson, and the earliest one is 2011.
Wow.
But around that time, I had 2 toddlers, and I was thinking of doing like a preschool at home with them. Mm-hmm. But we were living with my in-laws. They had a care home, so that wouldn't pan out for us.
Yeah.
And so I'm more of helping out my in-laws with the care home while taking care of my kids.
Right.
Yeah. So
okay, so you found me back in. I was writing emails like consistently, probably once a week.
I receive your emails. Yeah. I check it. Yeah.
Yeah. So back then, even when I didn't know anybody, I was still sending emails. And so Sheila's over there getting them. Yeah. Now, she wasn't in the environment yet to feel the heat, to feel the pressure. So she's like, you know what? I don't know. Maybe it's
Yes.
not for me right now.
Yeah. So that's what I did. I would babysit my nieces, do like preschool, doing a little preschool at home, but I didn't have anything like a curriculum like you do,
Yeah.
and so I was just doing that, and then I helped out the family, and then helping out doing caregiving. So I was doing caregiving, unpaid,
Yeah.
like voluntarily, because just we're living in the house.
Right.
So yeah, that was frustrating. It really brought me some depression
Mm.
because oh, here I am again. Because coming over here to the United States, I had a career back home in the Philippines, and
Mm.
coming here I was going to start all over. But I chose family. I didn't plan on doing anything much yet until we built a family first. So yeah,
Yeah.
so that's it. What
That's
happened?
beautiful. Were you in the Philippines when you got my emails?
No, I was here already.
Okay.
I came
Okay. I was going to
here
say,
in fiancé visa, and then we built our family here. Yeah.
beautiful.
So I started when
Okay.
they were about 2 or 3. That's when I
Hmm.
started checking out websites about preschool, and then I found
Yeah.
yours, and then you started emailing me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But it's
awesome.
a
So
long, long
then,
way.
yeah. So then, where were you at though, right before you decided to join Preschool All Stars or the challenge? Like, there was obviously something that changed between 2011
Yes.
and the time that you came into our All Stars world. So, what happened there that made you say, uh oh, we need to make a change?
Yeah, the change came about, yeah, this year. Um well, last year after the COVID, when the COVID started, when the lockdowns happened, my plan was to take the exams for the United States medical licensure exam in
Yeah.
December of 2020, because we moved here in California in 2019, and that was the plan. When I come here, I'll go back to my career.
Yeah.
This is a new change for me. This is something new, so I wanted to go back. Started my review in January, and then the lockdown happened.
Hmm.
I have 2 kids, one in elementary and one in middle school, and it was tough. It was really tough on them doing the transition to distance learning. So it was challenging, and I knew that I could not put in the hours for review. And so after that, I'm slowly deciding what should I do instead. And I was looking at medical coding, was looking at child life specialists, all those things. But those
Yeah.
would require me to put in thousands of money to get into
Ah.
those programs.
Hmm.
But so I'm still on the fence until in April this year, I got a call from my sister telling me a problem of another sister,
Yeah.
that the husband lost his job and
Mm.
they're in a different country. So how can we? And she's a stay-at-home mom as well. She has a preschooler, and I
Mm.
was just crying. So how? I was not in any position to help her, and that's so frustrating because I didn't have money of my own. I myself,
Sure.
I'm dependent on my husband, so
Right.
that was difficult. Sorry,
It's
I was
okay.
crying, and I went down on, usually when where there's really so hard, I
Hmm.
I knelt down on my knees and I prayed, so because I didn't know how to help her. What can I do in my capacity just staying at home?
Yeah.
So so I was just praying, Lord God, show me the right person, show me the right way. And and after that, I got up, checked my phone, and then the first scroll was joy. So I know that it was not an accident joy. It's divine
Yeah.
intervention. So I was really putting so much trust into this one. So I joined the what's that? On the 7 days,
Yeah.
the 7 day challenge. But I came in late, I guess, because all I could see was that they're excited about. Oh, I posted my founding family script. What is that all about?
Oh man,
And
you came in at the
I
height
couldn't
of it
catch
all.
up. Yeah, and excitement was there, but I didn't know what to do. So I
Right.
just stayed on. But then the time that was closing in, you were closing, it said, we're going to close in 4 days, we're going to close the preschool all stars.
Right.
And I'm seeing all the engagement, all the things that you were offering. And I said, I
Yeah.
don't want to miss out on that. So I jumped on. I,
Yeah.
I told my husband. I said, and then he said, "Oh, you have money in your account. You can use it." So yeah, might as well use it. So I got my the preschool all stars right away, so that I can get the 50% off, because I was
Yeah.
calculating, even if I just pay just the monthly, the 200, but then later on, if I pay for it in the credit card, it's going to be more. So might as well pay the 516. So I
Yeah.
did that, and then I joined the hub as well. But all this time, I was still on the fence because I still was not doing my challenge because I didn't have anybody with me. It was scary just to start in on
Mm.
my own, even if
Sure.
there's the guides. So
Yeah.
I just waited. I just showed up in your motivation Mondays. I showed
Yeah.
up and sometimes in this support Saturday. So that's how I got to know new friends
Yeah.
like Cherise, Miranda, Beth, Mo. Yeah, everybody,
Yeah.
Ebony and Melanie in the Zoom room. I met them at the Zoom room, and then I
Hmm.
joined Flow by Fall, and
Yeah.
I got to know more friends there. And so it was just a community that was open and welcoming and just so supportive. So that gave me some confidence to continue on. And then the challenge came. So the 7-day challenge came, and I built enough confidence to forge on and do the challenge every single day. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So I was happy I
How did
did
that
that.
feel? How
I'm
did
so
that feel
happy.
to post your
Oh,
things?
it's
Like, tell me how that
exhilarating.
felt. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, every
So,
night, starting with the first one for the My Why, I was just bawling every time. So scared,
yeah.
realizing, going back to things that what could have been if I stayed on back home in the Philippines, and
Mm,
I would have had a career and stayed
yeah.
on, but I chose family. It's my why. I gave up
Yes.
those things
Right.
just to build a family that I could
Mhm.
love and take care of. Yeah, because
That's
I know
beautiful.
God gave us talents and gifts and skills, and I've used it even in different capacities. Even as a caregiver, I gave my all. Even if
Yeah.
they're elderly, I treated them like family. So I know
Mhm.
that this opportunity, I'm gonna give my all. So yeah, so I felt for my why when I did that, I am enough, just
Yes.
brings me back to the old days again. What skills do I have? And thank you for those questions. They really brought me to self-reflecting and really acknowledging that there's something in me that I can share.
Mhm.
Yeah. So thank you, Joy. Those are really good questions to ask of myself. I posted the founding family script on day 6
Mm.
because I was changing my profile picture, and I was having a hard time doing that. And
Yes.
maybe I was just stalling and stalling and stalling until Joy offered that Zoom room and that
Yes.
support that day, just fused. And then that was 3 o'clock already. And then just post it, Sheila. Just post it. Don't worry about your picture.
Right.
And I just did. I just did.
That's
Yeah, thank you,
awesome.
Joy. I wouldn't have
You're
done it
welcome.
still.
Okay, so you
Yes.
posted, and then
So I was
after,
scared when I posted it.
yeah. So after you posted, then tell us what happened. Like,
After
because
that,
let's hear the whole story.
yeah, well, after I posted it, there's just a few engagement. And then I knew I had some friends who didn't have Facebook. So I posted it in our Viber group, chat group. And then, but that's just my roommates. So there's just five of them.
Yeah.
And then she said, why don't you post it to our med school class? I said, no, don't do that. Because that's one of my biggest fears. Because but they're just gonna, what are you doing? Why are you pivoting from medicine to
Wow.
preschool? So those are the
Yeah.
things that were blocking really here in my head. And
Yeah.
so I said no, and then she did. I just did. She did, and everybody's just saying, "Oh, congratulations, Sheila!" And then
Yeah.
we admire your grit and your passion for children and
Mhm.
following your, following this path. And I was just so overwhelmed with the support, which I
Mhm.
didn't expect at all. Friends that,
Yeah.
because this 2021 is our 25th anniversary from graduation med school.
Wow.
And they were just very supportive of me. They were very supportive of me. And that's how I found one of my signups. One of,
That's beautiful.
yeah, because of that, one of them asked, "Where are you based now?" "I'm in California." "Okay, please save a spot for me."
Yeah.
And I haven't spoken to her in over 25 years. So that was good. So yeah, I've posted it in other groups who are not in Facebook, and then that's how I found mine. My high school friend, I became the godmother of her youngest daughter. She said,
Mhm.
"Please save a spot for me. I'm gonna sign up because your goddaughter has a preschooler, and I want you to be the one to teach her." So that's one of my
Right.
students too. So, but that didn't come until the 47th and 48th hour. I was
Mm.
really disappointed in the beginning, the first 24 hours. And
Yeah.
then the next day, nothing's coming. There's a lot of comments, a lot of engagement, a lot of questions, but nobody was willing to say, "I'm going to sign up, count me in.
Right.
Where's your forms?" They're asking me about the forms, what are the schedules. I don't have that yet. I'm setting things up yet, but it will come in the coming days. But please,
Mm.
yeah, but just put me in. So that's how I started counting, and then they wanted to pay, so that's how I just engage with them. That's why some of the tasks I still could not do because all the DMs coming back and forth with them. So by the fourth day, I have five. I have five students coming in January. But I told them hopefully by November and December we will have more engagement, like a trial, like orientation with them, so that they'll get used to being online and they're
Yeah.
used to seeing me online. And so January really is start of school year. And I was just crying with the first sign up. I was just crying, and my mom and my husband, they were, "What are you doing? Why are you crying in front of the computer?" Although
Right.
they've seen me crying while doing my Y, but yeah,
Sure.
but I thought you're done. Why are you crying now? "Oh, because I'm happy I have a sign up."
Yeah.
So so it really works. The founding family script works, and it will just bring you all the blessings. Just keep at it, and thank you, Joy, for being patient with me, and thank you for the all stars, to all the ladies who have helped me along the way. So encouraging. Monique Ricasa is also one who encouraged me. Thank you so much. And just join for those who are on the fence. I've been on the fence for so long, but it can happen. You don't want to pass up this chance. Everybody, all the ladies, you'll just have the engagement and support, and especially the mentorship to go through in the All Stars, so that we can all just be successful preschool owners. Yeah,
That's beautiful.
yeah.
Thank
So
you
that's
so
it,
much,
Joy.
Sheila.
I don't. I hope this helps. I hope this helps. So I know it's very late in some areas.
Yes. Well, you're awesome.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much, friend. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.